Hello, my name is Aisha Yusufu, and again, another Nigerian story. The president's daughter using the private jet. Wow, I can't even believe that we got to a place where the president's daughter is actually using the private jet. The same president who came out and said to Nigerians that none of his family members is going to be close to office, and even warned them publicly that they should not in any way try to use his name or his influence to try to get anything. And today, this is the same person whose daughter is going on her own private visit to go and take pictures in Bauchi State of a Durbar, and she uses the presidential jet. Not only uses the presidential jet, she gets there and there are state officials out there at the airport to welcome her as if it's the president that is coming in. How did we get to this stage? How did we get even to the stage where this young lady who just finished a university just last year has Doba organized by her by a whole emirate for her to come and take pictures just because she's the president's daughter? Is that how we're going to continue in this country? This abuse of power, this misuse of public funds? 8.5 billion naira is what was budgeted for the 20 for maintaining the presidential private fleet for the 2020 election. The same daughter of the president, Hanan, who today is in the news for another bad reason. Just a few weeks ago, it was reports came out that she had, because of her, a man was made to stay in custody for 10 weeks. He was arrested by DSS. Are we going to continue allowing this abuse of power? The man was arrested just because he used a line that she had discarded, she had stopped using. He bought this line, and then the service provider has again, sold the line out, and he was using it. Because of that, he was arrested. And when they tried to get to her to, at least allow him to go, just to ascertain the fact that her line wasn't stolen, she was the one that had stopped it, she never got back to them. She didn't bother, and the man was forgotten himself. How do you forget a human being himself? How do we continue with this? What kind of a nation are we? Oh my goodness. What kind of a people are we? This is totally not acceptable at all, especially for a man who came on the basis of integrity, who says he has integrity. Where is the integrity in this abuse of power? Where is the integrity in your children doing what they want to do with things that are being funded by public funds? Your child just comes up, carries the private jet and goes off, and that is it? Honestly, this is not the Nigeria that we're supposed to have. There's no way Nigeria is going to grow if we continue like this. The same president who, before he was elected, talked about other his predecessors, the way they have abused power, the way they misuse public funds, the way their families, come into power, and he said he wasn't going to do the same thing. What happened to the fact that they said they were going to sell the presidential jet? They only gave two helicopters to the Air Force, and then the next we have two other helicopters, precisely what Falcon 7X executive jet and Hawker 4000 were put in the market in 2016. As of 2018, they weren't sold. Whether they be sold now or not, do we know? How can the presidential jet that the convention allows for them to use, the people that are supposed to use it, we have the president, the first lady, the vice president, the senate president, the speaker, the chief justice of the nation, a former president, and of course presidential delegates are the ones that are supposed to use the presidential jet. How come a child who just finished school comes in, she needs to go and take pictures, and then she gets the presidential jet to go all the way? How did we get to this level? What happened to us that we cannot speak out? And then yet we have people who are defending that. It's okay to defend. Don't get me wrong. I think everybody has the right. The same right I have to criticize government is the same right you have to defend government. But you know what? You do not have the right to attack me because I criticize government. No. You don't. The same way I don't have the right to attack you because you praise government. It's all choices. But the thing is that bad governance doesn't care and doesn't know who you are. And the more we continue to defend bad governance, when it comes calling to our table, when we become victim of its effects, it will not ask us whether we are critics or we are sycophants. Neither will they ask us whether we've been silent or not. Every one of us must speak out on all of these things that are happening. We cannot continue to have a nation like this. We cannot continue to have a nation where a few people have just gotten into power and it has turned to family affairs. We've seen several reports where they have said that Buhari's family members, immediate and extended, they have now turned to multi-billionaires. They have now turned to, they are the ones people who had nothing just yesterday are now multi-billionaires all over the place, pushing it down our throats, flaunting it in our faces. That is not acceptable. That is not what we want. We must speak up. We must ensure we say that enough indeed must be enough. Enough must be enough. And we cannot continue on this journey where everybody gets into office and they do what they want to do. President Muhammadu Buhari, Major General Buhari, has not acted like a man with integrity that he said he is. He has not at all. What he's doing is not integrity. What he's doing is the absolute lack of integrity. And I've said it before, and I repeat it, and I'll continue to say it. Major General Buhari is incompetent, clueless, corrupt, inept, and a failure. And every one of us, we must stand against that. We must fight for Nigeria because Nigeria is worth fighting for. We must fight the way we would have wanted those before us to have fought before we came to Nigeria. Thank you.